everybody, Sister Fantastic here, and welcome to today's video. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I love Valentine's Day, and so I couldn't resist doing another Valentine's look for you guys. So I'm gonna do a makeup look, Fantastic Looks number 4 for 2023, and I want to use this beautiful palette here from Moira. It's called Celestial Love. So there's a Celestial series palette is what it's called, Celestial Love, and there's what she looks like. Cute little mirror, lots of pretty shades. I believe we could do a really pretty, that pink right there is calling my name, and I also like the darker shades. There's a really pretty shimmer right there. We'll see where we wind up here, but anyway, first of all, I want to go in with some foundation. My skin prep is already done and it feels really good. My face feels really good today. I slept well, and so I'm gonna just head right on in with some foundation. I'm gonna use this one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's an luminous foundation, and I like to wear it whenever my skin is really good and hydrated. So just a couple of pumps of that, and I'm going to use this sponge here. Let me just dab some on. I like to dab it and then blend it, and that way I get most of it on my skin. And it's not soaked up into the sponge. So anyway, this is just a dry sponge. I'm just using a dry sponge. I get better coverage that way. And I like this foundation. It works really well with hydrating primers. Even though it's an luminous foundation, it can, if your skin's not properly prepped and not properly hydrated, it can look a little bit dry on the skin. It shows, you know, your dry patches. So it's got a beautiful finish though, and it looks really pretty on the skin. Okay, now let's go on with some concealer, and I'm going to use, let's see, what concealer should I use? Let me go on with this one from Uoma Beauty. I haven't used this with this foundation yet, and I want to see how this works together. So just a nice little layer of that underneath the eyes. I think that's probably the only area I'm really going to need it. And I'm going to go in with this edge right here and just work that into the skin underneath the eyes and down the side of the nose. That's very brightening. Even though this shade right here is probably a shade darker than what I would normally pick up. It's called T2 White Pearl, which sounds like it would be really white, but it's not. It's light, but it's not even what I'd consider porcelain, which I tend to go for those really fair shades like that when it comes to concealer, because I like to use concealer to not only conceal spots, but to brighten underneath the eyes where I have those dark circles. Okay, I want to make sure and get the nose pretty good, and that's probably all the concealer I'm going to need, so that's good. Alright, so let's see. I've been trying out some blushes, a cream blush. this sample packet from Glossier. I've tried these 3 already. I'm curious about this bottom one. It may be too dark. Let me just unopen it and see what I think. And it's kind of got like a purple vibe to it. I want to try it. And if it's too dark, you know, I can always blend it out with something else. Ooh, hot mama. It doesn't take much of this at all. It is so pretty though. Oh my goodness. This would be really pretty on someone with a darker skin tone. But anyway, if I blend it out, that's one good thing about these cream blushes. You can blend them out. And then of course, use your foundation sponge. And get them to kind of transition or fade, you know, a little bit on the edges especially. This is like way more blush than what I would normally wear. But like I said, you can take your sponge and go around the edges and get that to, you know, blend a little bit better. And it is a cream product, so that means we're going to be layering other products on top of it. You know, powder, bronzer, all that stuff. Okay, so I brought back the color to my cheeks is what I did. Okay, now I'm going to use a little bit of powder. I'm going to go in with this one from By Terry. It's a hyaluronic hydra powder. I love this stuff. I can't get enough of it. So I'm going to take a side that's clean on my sponge, and I'm just going to dip it into the powder, and I'm going to place it right underneath the eye where I place that concealer, and I'm going to carry it out to the temple area and down the side of my nose, and it's going to help further blend out that blush along with setting the concealer. And it's going to help brighten the eye up a little bit better too. I love this powder. It's amazing. Okay, and just down the center of the face there a little bit. With what's left on the sponge. Okay, now I can go in with a little bronzer. And I'm going to use this one from, let's see, where's it at? This one from LYS. I really like it. It's just the right color for me. It's in the shade Motivate, which is light. Right there. And I've got this brush here from Complex Culture that I really like. And take it up on the forehead. And then with whatever's left on the brush, go underneath here and get that little white spot right up underneath my chin. We don't need a light bulb turned on down there, do we? Okay, and then I'm just going to load up my brush again, and we're going to go again on this side. Okay, so we got a really good start to the face there. Now, let's go in with some eyeshadow primer. I like these blushes, y'all, from Glossier. They are pigmented, they are creamy, and they have all kinds of shades. This is just, it's called Cloud Paint. Seamless Cheek Color. And I've tried all of these shades. Of course, the lighter ones are, you know, more suitable to my skin tone, but even this dark one, by the time I get rest of my makeup on and spray everything down, you know, this is going to be just fine. But that's a really pretty color. So, and it matches my top, you know, with what I'm wearing today and everything. Okay, so let's see. Let's go in with some brow pencil. And I'm going to use this one from the Brow Gal. I really like it. And I'm just going to continue to use this little mirror here that the bronzer came in. And I'm just going to quickly do my brows. Not anything fussy today. This is one of the reasons why I like brow pencils, because if you want to just do like a one and done eyebrow look, you can. You know, some people use 3 or 4 products to do their brows, and I do that myself sometimes. But on days like today when I'm filming and I really don't want to, and I'm doing my brows on camera and I really don't want to spend a lot of time, you know, my filming time, I don't want to spend a lot of time doing my brows because I don't want it to eat up my video time. I've got other things I want to do in the video other than just brows. A lot of times, that's why a lot of times I do my brows off camera. And I've done my brows so much that I really don't need, you know, I can use a pencil and just pretty much draw them on, and you know, of course they're not going to look identical most of the time, but I can get them really close. I call them my sisters. Got to get my sisters on. And then I like the spoolie on the end to help distribute the product, and you know, you can brush it just a little bit harder in certain areas if you need a bit of the product to kind of fade away. And then of course if you need to go back in, you know, and fill in any sparseness, you can. Alright, so that's it. I'm not going to fool around with that too much today. And let's see. Let's go in with some eyeshadow. Y'all, I'm excited about these eyeshadows. Let's use some primer. I've got this one from Ace Beauty that I really like. It's called Amplifying Base in the shade Light. And it only takes a little bit. And I'm just going to do a quick eye look for you guys today, just to help inspire for Valentine's Day. And I'm going to make sure and get this primer on really good all the way to the corner, up to the brow bone, and I'm going to extend it out from the corner, the outside corner of the eye, just to help bring a little lift right there and give a place for some shadow to go there as well, because I have hooded eyes, and when you have hooded eyes you don't have a whole lot of lid space, but you can work, you know, in this outward part really well. And then of course whatever you you know, the crease area up, you know, above the crease up to the brow bone, there's a lot of room there as well. Okay, and that inner corner, I like to get that really good with the eyeshadow base. It helps those inner corner highlights to pop, and it helps brighten up the area as well where I have some darkness, and I don't like to put concealer there because concealer irritates my eyes. Okay, so there we go. We've got the base is done. Woohoo! All right, let's get into this palette, y'all. I am so excited. So I want to do a really pretty pink look today. So I'm going to go straight in with that pink right there. It's called Adore. And I got this palette in my Slay Glam Box, and I'm excited to get it. Woo, look at that. Pigment. Yeah. Bring on the pinks, baby. So sometimes you just need, I mean, three good eyeshadows and you can do a really nice look. 3 or 4. And I'll do one eye on camera and the other one off. So there we have a little base going. And if you want to build that up, you can just go right back in with that same color and just put some more, like a little bit lower in the crease. And it's the same eyeshadow, but you're used one as like a transition color, and then the other one is going to be like the crease color. It's just 2 different layers of the same shadow. So this is a way to use 3 eyeshadows. Okay, so there's one color right there. All right, now with another fluffy brush, I'm going to go into this really pretty color here. It's called Fire Haze. It's like a satin, but it's a purple. Just gorgeous. And I'm going to use this tapered fluffy brush here from Complex Culture. It's kind of big, but that's what I want for this kind of look. It's going to help diffuse the product and make sure that I don't have too much darkness, and it's going to help with the blending as well. So my approach is like to take a little bit and lay it down and then, you know, blend it and then go in with another layer to, you know, deepen it up. Just like that. And then with a smaller detail brush with that same shade, I'm just going to go on with this that same purple shade. I'm going to go underneath the lash line. So that's like a multi-purpose shadow right there as well. So we've got this in the outer V and underneath the lash line. And we're going to connect it in this outer corner. Just like that. Okay. Alright, and now I'm going to go in with my finger on this shade here called Angelic. That is so pretty. Look at that, y'all. And I'm going to pop that right here on the lid. And I'm going to take it all the way over into this inner corner area. And I'm going to let it come up over my natural crease, and because these type of shades, they go up into my past my natural crease on up into the, like the socket of my eye. And they transfer naturally anyway, so it helps make my eyelid look a little bit bigger. Just like that. Okay. All right, now I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to do the other eye just like this one. And I'm going to come back with you guys with my lashes and everything done. And we'll finish up with lips and maybe a little bit of highlighter and some setting spray. And we'll be wrapping this up. Okay, y'all, I'm back with the finished eye look. I put on a big pair of fluffy eyelashes. These are from Moira Cosmetics, and I use their eyelash glue as well. The style of the lash is called Maldives, and I really like it. They're 3D silk lashes. I believe they're silk. Anyway, for the highlighter today, I'm going to go in with this one here from Too Faced. It's called Fancy Pink Diamond, and I just want to focus on the high points of the cheeks and the tip of the nose. And I've got enough color with the blush on my cheeks, but I just want to kind of lighten the top of my cheeks up and bring a little shine. This is a baked highlighter. It's really pretty. It's not what I normally reach for, but I like the color. And it just strobes right on. See how pretty that is? And you can layer it up. And I'm just going to go with a little bit right there under the brow bone. I'm just going to lightly dab that. Not anything too precise. And just strobe that on around the eye. And just a little bit right here on the Cupid's bow to finish that off. Okay, now for the lips today, I'm going to do a lip liner and a gloss. And we're just going to keep the lip kind of nude. And so I'm using the Ace Beauty Be Peachy lip liner. This is a beautiful lip liner. Goes on so creamy, so easy to apply. And I do have a little bit of lip treatment on. So that's helping all this to glide on real easily too. I'm just overlining the top lip just a little bit, just to define the Cupid's bow a little bit better. And then I'm bringing it back into my natural corner. I don't like overdrawing in the corners. It just looks messy that way. But this is better. Just overdraw in the center of the lips. Okay, and the lip gloss that I'm using today is from e.l.f. It's called Mint Melt. It's a lip plumping gloss. And that's what I want today. I want some plumping action. And this is a really pretty nude, which should go over this lip treatment and this lip liner really nicely. And it smells like mint. That's beautiful. I could have went with a pink lip today, but I just decided to stick with the nude. Now, I want to go back into that highlighter with this flat brush from e.l.f. And I want to work on this, the inner corner of my eyes, just for a second, just to bring a little bit of a pop. I'm going to use this highlighter shade from Too Faced that I used on my cheeks. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of this right here in the corner of my eye. Not anything too bright, but just a little bit. And I can feel that plumping lip gloss going to work, which makes me really happy Okay, I did apply some eyeliner today. I used the one that I just received not too long ago in a subscription box from Farrah. I believe I got this in my BoxyCharm. It's an 18-hour liquid liner, and I just did a little bit of a wing, a baby wing, but a nice coat of liner there on my eyes to help with the big floofy eyelashes, which are still drying down. But I love these lashes, and I'm definitely going to get on the website at Lorella and order some more of their lashes. Okay, now I'm going to go in with this little spray here from Emma Hardy. It's Plump and Glow Hydrating Facial Mist. I got this in my advent calendar from Look Fantastic 2022. And, ooh. I'm going to hold that kind of, it's got like a scent to it. I'm not sure I like it necessarily as a, it'd be good probably for prep rather than a finishing spray. But I wanted to use it today and try it out. But it has a scent. Okay, I'm going to fan all this dry. My cheeks look a bit on the red side, but that's to be expected because of the pigmented cheek product that I used. And my skin doesn't feel especially warm. I feel like I could have gone in and maybe softened that a little bit more. But anyway, this is as perfect as it's gonna get for today. So anyway, this is a pretty Valentine's look, I think. You guys have to let me know what you think down in the comments. I like the way that these shadows perform. The three that I used, I did try 3 different formulas. I used a matte with the shade Adore as a transition and in the crease. I built that up, and then I went in with this really pretty purple. It's like a satin finish, and I deepened up the outer V. It's called Fire Haze. And then for the shimmer on the lid, I used this one called Angelic, which is, it's like a metallic. I thought it might be a pressed glitter, but it's a metallic. So anyway, let me swatch it for you so you can see it better. There you go. Isn't that pretty? Just stunning. All right, well, the sun's going down here, y'all. I'm gonna have to wrap this up. And I appreciate y'all watching today. Hopefully this will give you a little last minute inspiration for those of you that aren't celebrating until after Valentine's Day even, or if you're getting ready on Valentine's Day. Anyway, I'll have this up on Valentine's morning, and that way you guys can follow along if you want to. All right, that is it for me today, you guys. I appreciate you guys watching, and y'all have a blessed day. God bless you today is my prayer, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.